Transitioning to tennis. Wimbledon Championships took place yesterday. Novak Djokovic and Matteo Berrettini. So Novak Djokovic won his 6th Wimbledon title yesterday, 20th Grand Slam title. He ties now Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal for the most all-time, most men's singles championships. He beat Matteo Berrettini in 4 sets. And once again, he loses the first set, even though he was up 4-1. Loses the first set in a 7-6 tiebreak and rattles off 3 straight. This feels like deja vu. It feels like I was just talking about this and the greatness of Novak Djokovic just a couple months ago at the French Open when he won. And to me, what makes this one so special, and to me, what makes Wimbledon not only the most prestigious court, but the most difficult court to win on, the most difficult court surface to win on, is because it's grass. It's the oldest Grand Slam to have ever existed. Started in 1877, Wimbledon, the oldest court. And when you play on grass, it's the most unusual because the speeds are so unpredictable. The speeds are so much faster on a grass court than they are on any other surface. Clay is obviously extremely unique, but the reason why I have grass a little bit more unique than clay is because clay is a hard court, but it's covered with a clay mixture that's poured over it. But the basis of it, the base, is a legitimate hard court. Grass is just grass. And it's amazing how these guys can judge the speeds of the ball, and a grass court favors the guys that can win points quickly, that are trying to win points quickly, which is why Berrettini played so well and had such a great tournament run, is because he's hitting serves at 136 miles an hour. His average speed on his forehands was 105, 106 miles per hour. And here you got Djokovic, the greatest versatile tennis player, you can say now, able to offset that with his consistency, with his strength, with his endurance, with his pliability. For Novak Djokovic, I don't think people totally realize what you're witnessing. I've said this before, that we're watching the greatest tennis players to have ever played the sport, not just this era, to have ever played the sport. We're looking at 3 guys, and really 4 if you throw in Venus Williams. And by the way, when we refer to Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic as the big 3, we're actually selling their greatness short. They are not a big 3. They are a Goliath 3. They are a behemoth 3, because these guys have won 60 Grand Slams between the 3 of them. And if you throw in Serena Williams, who would make them a gargantuan 4, she's got 23 women's singles championships, 83 Grand Slams between the 4 of those people. It's unbelievable. And when you look at the men's side, when Novak Djokovic, if you look back to when he first won a Grand Slam in 2008, was the first time he won a Grand Slam in 2008. From that win on, there have been 54 Grand Slam events played. Out of those 54 Grand Slam events, one member of that big 3, of either Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, or Novak Djokovic, has won 45 of the 54 Grand Slam events, dating back to 2008, Djokovic's first win. That's unbelievable. And one of the only wins came last year in the U.S. Open, when Roger Federer didn't play, Rafael Nadal didn't play, and Djokovic turned around out of frustration and hit the ball so hard it actually hit a line judge in the throat, and he was disqualified. And so Dominic Thiem won his first and only Grand Slam at the US Open last year. If you remove that, these guys have dominated the sport. And if you go back to 2017, no one else has won outside of what I just laid out. Dominique Thiem winning because Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal didn't play in the US Open and Djokovic was disqualified. Since 2017, it's been just those three guys. It's unbelievable the type of consistency that we're seeing. And that's what's important is, again, now you've got Djokovic with a rare opportunity to do something that's only been done by two guys in the history of tennis, to actually and legitimately win a Grand Slam, meaning winning all four Grand Slam events in the same calendar year. It's only been done two other times. Don Budge did it in 1938, and then Rod Laver did it twice in 1962 and 1969. That was 52 years ago, the most recent example of that by Rod Laver, winning a Grand Slam, all four Grand Slam events in the same calendar year. Novak Djokovic won the Australian Open, then he just won the French, then he just won Wimbledon, and now the US Open is coming up in New York and Flushing Meadows at the end of August, which I will be at with my dad, which I'm excited to go to. So what you're watching, what you're experiencing right now, it's incomprehensible, the talent disparity between these guys. It's absolutely sensational. And again, after Djokovic won his first Grand Slam in 2008, he didn't win in 2009, didn't win in 2010. In 2011, from 2011 on, Novak Djokovic has won at least one Grand Slam every single year since that time, if not multiple. This decade has been the Novak Djokovic decade. It's been unbelievable. 19 Grand Slams in this one decade alone for Novak Djokovic. 19, and he's on the precipice of now, to me, I think he's officially now, I can proclaim that he's officially surpassed Rafael Nadal in my rankings. And at this point, I've got him and Roger Federer exactly level, exactly even right now. I had Roger Federer with a slight edge prior to Wimbledon. After Wimbledon, they're exactly neck and neck. I can't give one edge to the other. I prefer Federer. He's my favorite player. He's the much more elegant player. The way that he was able to win, the beauty and the grace with which he played is unrivaled and unmatched. But when you look at the skill set, when you look at the talent and the versatility of Djokovic, his will to win is unlike anything we've ever seen. He's probably got the greatest will to win for a tennis player that I've ever seen. His ability to fight and show that toughness speaks volumes, and he's just one of the few guys that can muster up. He's one of those few guys where when you think he is down for the count, he gets up off the mat, and he just finds a way to dig deeper than the opponent. When the moment becomes more important, when the magnitude of the moment rises, he elevates his game. He's the greatest return of server I've ever seen. He's the most pliable, most flexible athlete in tennis I've ever seen. His ability, he gets to more shots than what seems like any other guy I've ever seen. His fitness is tremendous, and the guy is unbelievable. And he's just breaking history after breaking history, trailblazing his own path, and it's unbelievable to see. Again, right now, I've got him edged out over Rafael Nadal in that big three. And I've got him and Roger Federer at the very top, ranked the same. I can't even give Federer the edge anymore. I can't. So, huge performance by Novak Djokovic. Congratulations to him on winning Grand Slam number 20. That's unbelievable. 6th Wimbledon title. It's nothing short of spectacular.